Hey all, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, while my cooking show is running on in the background, I want to talk a bit more of how do we manage our office work with two kids as a working couple. So to give a bit introduction, I have two kids. One is one daughter and one son. My daughter is around 2.5 years old, and my son is 11 months old. So I had to wonder two kids kind of situation. Now that I'm back to office from my maternity leave, this is how we are managing. We have a nanny who's been taking care of our daughter since she was 6 months old. Now we she looks after our son while we have put our daughter in daycare. There are two reasons we've put our daughter in daycare. One is our nanny cannot take care of both kids at once because these both my kids are hyperactive and they need to be entertained constantly. So we thought it's best for nanny to just take care of one kid on Monday to Fridays, and since Saturday, so she has a Sunday off. So on Saturday, since we're already at home, and my daughter also stays at home because her daycare is off on that day. She somehow manages to take care of two kids, but we thought it is not wise for her to take care of both the kids on the remaining days when we have office. So we have registered into a daycare that is partnered with my company, and that's near our home. So we she goes to daycare around 5 to 6 hours a day. The second reason we have put her in daycare is because she started getting bored at home and she needed some entertainment other than screen time. She was too much addicted to screen time, almost 3 to 4 hours watching, and it worried us. So we thought it's best she socializes and plays more. This inadvertently helped us reduce her screen time, keep her entertained, keep her emotions in control. Because what I noticed is if a kid is bored, they throw a lot of tantrums. This helped us balance that. Now, when our nanny is at home, my husband does an evening shift, so we ensure some one of us is constantly at home while nanny does the nanny job basically. So my husband does an evening shift and I do 11 to 8 shift kind, and we both go to office on some days of the week, and most of the times we try that the day he goes to office I don't, and the day I go he doesn't. But there are days that we both have to go to office. In that case, thanks to my office team, that they allowed me to leave a bit early to pick my daughter from daycare. So her closing time is at 6 p.m, so I leave office from 5, beat the traffic and pick her by 6 p.m and go home, and then again log in for a couple of hours. I have to tell you, this model has been working for us, but there are tough days when my husband is off to work in the evenings, and the same time when my nanny leaves, and when my office call or meeting occurs at that time, it is difficult to manage both of them while handling my office call. I believe that this difficulty will not be in the long run, because when my son also will turn around 1.5 years, he will learn to entertain himself. So we hope that things will get better with time. So I suggest all working couples to see which method or which kind of nanny or mother-in-law, or be it mother, whoever works best for them, to opt for that. And also you can opt for daycares. That's a good, I mean, the amount of daycares I've seen near my home uh, is pretty huge now. So I I think it's best to opt for any one of these and see which works best for you. All my prayers to every working mother out there is you get a good role. I mean, you get a good person in your place who can take care of your kid when you are not around, and that's the most important thing that gives peace to the working parents is what I believe, and we have been very lucky in this case. I have seen many reels and YouTube where people are sad that they're not getting a good nanny, or the nanny is not consistent, wasn't consistent for them. In a there was a phase where my nanny had to leave due to medical issues, and we have opted for a temporary nanny, and we were not happy because she was very much money minded. She wanted to leave on time. She didn't wanted to take care of my daughter. She only wanted to take care of my son, and giving her the responsibility of two kids at once, she didn't like it. So I think having that time kind of nanny also matters. There are so many agencies that you can opt for to get a nanny. Also, there are two types of nanny. One is like a day scholar kind of nanny who does a 9 to 5 job, and then a full time nanny who will stay with you. Me and my husband searched for a full time nanny, but in the long run, while searching, we didn't find it safe to have one. And the other reason is, if we want to have a full time nanny, then we have to give them a dedicated room, and I felt there will be no privacy as a family for us if we will have some outsider with us constantly. But then again, that depends upon individual perspective. If having a 24/7 nanny to help you cut the vegetables, do the house chores, stay with you constantly to help you out, works in your situation, then why not? And also, if you have the facility of having an extra room that you can provide for her, then I think that is an option you can go for. Also, what I suggest if you search for a full-time nanny is that you have enough security checks. You have her Aadhaar card through. So that's our experience on parenting as a couple for now. See you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.